We're just going to roll this out pretty thin. You don't have to be too careful about it because it's going to get chopped up anyway, but we want to make sure that we get the right surface space for the toppings. And when we do the chopping, it needs to have as small, a uniformly small chunk of dough as possible. Looks good. Pre-cut apple chunks. You want to get kind of nice, thin coverage. If you put too much, then you'll introduce too much moisture into the batter, and then your fritters will just fall apart. Looks good. Then we'll put just a thin hit of cinnamon on there. The apple actually is pre-seasoned a little bit itself, so you don't need too much cinnamon. So what we're going to do is take some of our regular cake donut mix. This is called the binder. What it does is it regulates the moisture content and gives a little bit of crispy finish to the fritter. If you were to bake that off right now in an oven, it would be the apple dessert pieces that you get from like Papa John's. We're just going to roll that up. You want to make sure to keep your bench flour away from your chop area right now. And then we're going to put gloves on so that it makes it a little bit easier to work with the So what we're going to do, we've got this rolled up thing of dough. We're going to chop it at angles, about a quarter to half inch width. You want to make sure that the biggest chunk of dough at the end is smaller than about a quarter inch in any direction, thickness, width, height. Too big and it doesn't work well in terms of being able to ball up to form the fritter. You'll see what that looks like here in a minute. In the large donut making companies, they'll have just a big machine that they pitch all these ingredients into. It basically works as a big food processor, chops them all up, spits them out into balls, into loaves of dough. So that looks pretty good. We're going to take flour, basically build little flour walls on either side so that we can, this dough is extremely sticky. What we're doing is we're using the flour to let us work the dough, but we're making sure to keep the flour on the external parts of the loaf of dough. If it gets inside, it messes with the moisture content, counteracts the binder, and then soaks in moisture that when that hits the fryer, triggers a chemical explosion. It's always fun. And for this point, we're basically making a meatloaf, but no meat. Just yummy cinnamon apple goodness. You want to make sure to kind of over compress now so that it will stick together later. And we've got a nice big loaf of this here, so we're actually going to spin this off into 2 pieces. Make it a little bit easier to work with. Chop these off into little kind of 1-inch sections here. This is your last chance to get the pieces to hold together. So you're going to work them. It's really just like playing with Play-Doh. Alright, so we've let these things proof for about 20 minutes. Yep. Fritters proof a little faster, and so we're going to take these out and let them sit for 10 minutes. Not that far. And this is what the finished glazed donuts look like.